Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion, is a book written by Robert Cialdini. The book is a study of the psychology of persuasion and the ways in which people can be influenced to say yes. The book is based on scientific research. And here are the 6 main principles, which are: 1. Reciprocation. 2. Commitment and consistency. 3. Social proof. 4. Liking. 5. Authority. 6. And scarcity. We now explore these in a bit of detail. 1. Reciprocation. People feel obligated to return favors and gifts. People tend to return a favor, and this principle can be used to create a sense of obligation. 2. Commitment and consistency. People are more likely to comply with requests if they have made a commitment to an idea or goal. 3. Social proof. People are more likely to comply with requests if they believe that others are also doing so. 4. Liking. People are more likely to comply with requests from people they like. 5. Authority. People are more likely to comply with requests from people in positions of authority. 6. Scarcity. People are more likely to comply with requests when they perceive that the item or opportunity is in short supply. Perceived scarcity increases demand, and this principle can be used to create a sense of urgency. The book also provides many real-life examples and illustrations, and it is widely considered a must-read for anyone interested in understanding the psychology of persuasion and how it can be used to influence others. Here are some of the examples used to illustrate the 6 principles of persuasion. 1. Reciprocation. An example given in the book is of a restaurant where waiters would give a candy to the customer before they were asked to order. The research shows that customers were more likely to tip their waiters more. 2. Commitment and consistency. An example of this principle is a door-to-door salesman who asked people to sign a petition before asking them to buy something. People who had already made a commitment by signing the petition were more likely to make a purchase. This principle can be used by businesses to get customers to make a small commitment, such as signing up for a newsletter, in order to increase the likelihood of them making a larger commitment, such as making a purchase. 3. Social proof. An example of this principle is an experiment where a lone individual stood at a phone booth and made a call. Passers-by were much more likely to stop and use the phone booth themselves when they saw someone else already doing so. When people see others doing something, they are more likely to do it themselves. This principle can be used by businesses to create social proof by displaying customer testimonials or showing how many people have made a purchase. 4. Liking. An example of this principle is a study where salespeople were more successful when they found something in common with the potential customer, such as a shared interest or background, before making a pitch. When people like someone, they are more likely to trust them and agree with their requests. This principle can be used by businesses to build relationships with potential customers, using humor or displaying common interests. 5. Authority. An example of this principle is a study where a man dressed as a doctor was able to persuade people to do things that they would not normally do, such as giving blood, simply because they perceived him to be an authority figure. When people perceive someone as an authority, they are more likely to trust their advice and comply with their requests. This principle can be used by businesses to establish authority by highlighting credentials, displaying certifications, or using endorsements. 6. Scarcity. An example of this principle is a study where a scarcity of a product will increase its value in the eyes of a consumer and make them more likely to buy it. When something is perceived as rare or in limited supply, people are more likely to want it. This principle can be used by businesses to create a sense of scarcity by limiting the availability of a product or offering a limited time deal. In summary, the book, Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion, by Robert Cialdini is a comprehensive guide that explores the psychology of persuasion and how it can be used to influence the behavior of others. Overall, Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion, is a book that explores the ways in which people can be influenced to say yes. The author also discussed some of the unethical use and consequence of persuasion which could be seen as manipulation. It's worth noting that these principles are not mutually exclusive and can be used in combination for a more effective persuasion. This summary was brought to you by them folks at Wisdom Slice. If you're feeling our style, then in the words of DJ Khaled, we the best bookshelf. Go cop another one on our community pages and feel free to join the fam. Do hit up our book nerd team with any books you would like us to summarize for you, and we'd be more than happy to deliver your next fresh wisdom slice. Peace out and much love. Ciao for now, amigos.